It was obviously a terrible mistake on Saturday night. The worst VAR decision there's been, and there's been a few. I think we'll all admit that. And it's not surprised that Liverpool's statement is quite as strong as it was. And I think the PGMOL have to have a proper look at themselves, at the situation moving forward. I think some people would like to scrap VAR altogether. I don't agree with that because I still think it will save some major mistakes from happening. But equally, I think on Saturday we saw it's not right. Obviously, it was a really bad human error from both Darren England and Dan Cook on the VAR. And they missed a big one. I feel really sorry for the ref Simon Hooper because none of this was his fault. But I think we've got to look at how we can change this quite quickly. And I think we need to do what Italy did in the middle of last season, and they switched to the semi-automated VAR. They were going to do it at the end of the season, but they did it in the middle of the season. It wasn't really even on the agenda at the Premier League annual meeting in the summer. I think they were looking to bring in a slightly different version next season. But look, I think we've got to do it now. There's two slightly different versions of semi-automated. There's the one that worked brilliantly at the World Cup, where there are cameras around the stadium and they're tracking the players' bodies, and they also have a chip in the football. UEFA just use the cameras to track the ball and the players. They don't have a chip inside the ball. And then it's still up to the VAR operator to work out when the ball was kicked. Obviously, it's easier when there's a chip in the ball and you can get it right. I think we all saw a fantastic World Cup, didn't we? Where we didn't see any major errors. Obviously, the Champions League have been using a version as well. So I think we just need to bite the bullet and do it right away. I think Spain are going to do it next season. But it's an obvious thing. We've had too many bad decisions. This one was the worst. But look, we've had this season. And Ireland was lucky to get away with a sending off and the penalty against Wolves. Brighton had 3 apologies from the PGMOL last season. So it's not just Liverpool. All the teams have suffered some mistakes. This should not be happening because, as I said, do not blame VAR. It's the people operating it.